Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. Okay, so this week or a week ago, we found out Fernando Tatis Jr. was busted using PEDs. It's really unfortunate for a superstar like that, a young superstar. A lot of young people were disappointed, just like when I was a kid. I was really disappointed and heartbroken when Sammy Sosa, I mean, we all figured out he used steroids. I didn't know that when I was a kid. I even have the newspapers from the Chicago Tribune of Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa just, you know, breaking these records. So this was McGuire chasing Roger Maris. And it was Skip Bayless, who used to work for the Chicago Tribune, by the way. And his title was what? Calm Before the Swarm, or the editors. But yeah, this was amazing when I was in middle school. This happened during the school year. I remember this. And then Sammy Sosa, this was later that month. He hit what? He had 60 home runs. I think McGuire had 66 in what, September 20th, and then Sosa was shortly behind. But at the end of the year, Sammy Sosa had what, 66 home runs. McGuire had 70. It was at that time a phenomenal year. And I didn't know that they were cheating or allegedly cheating. And then the Mitchell Commission came out because of Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco snitched on Mark McGuire, and then that opened up the investigation. And then Sammy Sosa said that he has trouble speaking English and all of that stuff.
And your interpreter. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you very much. If you have any opening statement, the committee would be happy to entertain it. Mr. Sharp, I understand you're going to read it from Mr. Sosa. You need.
And then in 2005, you saw Sammy Sosa, who was once bulky in 2002, 2003. He became very skinny in 2005. And Chip Carey, who used to announce for the Chicago Cubs, who's now with the Atlanta Braves broadcasting. Chip Carey said, I don't know how to say this, but Sammy Sosa looks really skinny. So he is alluding to how it looks like Sammy Sosa was juicing up. So at the time, a lot of people, including myself, didn't realize that there was hanky panky going on behind the scenes. They were juicing up. And now going to sports cards, okay, we saw the market get juiced up. It's like it was on steroids because the Federal Reserve pumped in all this money. And now the market is not on steroids because the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates and no more stimulus for now, at least. So that has an effect on the sports card market. It's going down. That's like the steroid analogy. But here's the other aspect to sports cards. It's regarding the hanky that happens behind the scenes. And what I report on before I get into this, and other people report on, is the hanky that we can see right in front of us, okay? So, for instance, I have looked at the gold and silver market. I've been in that, and I've seen many fraudsters. I've seen many shady people. I used to interview these guys, but then I realized, you know what? I need to do my research. I can't interview these guys that I believe may be doing the hanky panky or may be deceitful. So that made me realize, okay, stuff is going on behind the scenes. They're not telling the truth, and they may be engaging in fraud. Same thing with the collectibles market with sports cards. I could sense that someone's being deceitful. They're buying up the cards beforehand and pumping it up, and then eventually they're dumping it onto their many subscribers, right? So I've noticed that. I've noticed the shill bidding, right? The Zero Cool, the Mahomes, etc. That is right in front of me. That is right in front of my face. Yeah, people may not notice it right away, but then if you look at just differences, not differences, if you just look at the prices and how out of whack they are, you could tell that something is off. And I do this for my day job. I have to find out discrepancies in a very short time frame. So I'm already trained to figure out and fix mistakes in a very quick manner. You have daily deadlines to fix this stuff up. Different sources of data. I have to make sure they tie up for my job. So I'm just looking at, okay, I can observe all of this stuff. And then there's other people as well. You saw that Sports Card Radio expose of Fleer 86 and what happened at the National. That happened right in front of our eyes. Now, there's also that Run Good Life, I believe, and he believes that, I think it's Steel City, this is what he said, he believed that Steel City was probably giving their breakers better packs based on weighing them, okay? And he was barely getting hits for any autos or foil cards, etc., from his packs. So this is stuff that we can observe. Now, I'm just asking, just like the 1990s, this stuff was going on behind closed doors, right? Juicing up. Some people obviously figured it out. What is going on behind closed doors that we don't know about? Okay, so obviously there are dumb people in the hobby that, you could easily tell their mistakes, but there's some high IQ guys that are really good at scamming people, that are very deceitful. And I'm just wondering and thinking out loud, what hanky panky goes on behind closed doors? Because I think it's a lot worse than what some people used to accuse me of, saying that, oh, you're being negative, there's nothing going on, it's only just a small percentage. I think it's much more. And you have to remember, I believe the hanky panky is going to be much more worse than 2 years ago, because now prices have come down. A lot of businesses were growing all these companies were growing assuming that you'd have continuous growth. Now you don't have that continuous growth. Now you have to figure out ways to make money, and you still want to maintain your lifestyle. You still want to pay the bills. So what does that mean? It means more opportunities for fraud. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get any better. And I think we have to be more vigilant. But I wanted to ask you guys, do you agree with me on this, or do you think that this is just a far-fetched idea? And I noticed that there may have been some hanky-panky going on with the Zero Cool cards on the secondary market on eBay. And just stuff like that. So what do you think about this, guys? It is quite interesting where we are at in the hobby. It seems like there's a lot of negative stories right now, headlines. And it's just not my channel. It's many other channels as well. Channels that used to be very positive are making light of all of the shenanigans going out there. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Remember, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.